Hey, what's good, fam? I hope that you're well and keeping safe. What a time to be alive. I hope that you are appreciating each and every single moment while you're still on this earth. Breathing. Okay, so we do have Nasdaq on the platter. Thank God that, it has been a profitable week once again. It's not always like that. It's not always like that. But these past weeks has been quite good. And I hope that you had a nice week of trading your side as well. As you know by now, I'll show you like where I caught my trades over the course of this week, and afterwards I'll do an actual breakdown. Hey, and we have good news on Nasdaq. Okay, so let's get it. Let's get it. So on Monday, I didn't find myself trading on Monday. I found myself trading on Tuesday. And basically what happened was, hey, this was like super crazy. This was like super crazy. Diego Yankees, decided to go against my rules. And it was about like here, so I opened up my MetaTrader chart platform, and I basically saw this actual I basically saw this double bottom formation over here. Can you see that? The double bottom formation, equal lows, and we have a high. We just created an actual higher high. So like we're bullish, we're going towards the upside, right? And then the thing about this trade was basically I told myself I'm gonna take price to this region over here. I had my stop loss placed like over here. But the thing is, I didn't put that in on my actual MetaTrader app. I did not put in my actual take profit nor my stop loss. And I came back to my actual phone and I saw that price is like over here. Boom. So I had to close my trade manually. And I was like, okay, cool. I'm not gonna wait for I know that, okay, cool, we broke this region, but I'm not gonna hold my trade because Nasdaq can easily just rally towards the downside, So due to money management, I just had to close my trade, and it was poor money management from my side. Okay, because trading is all about protecting your capital. And the reasoning to why I say that, a loss is not a loss. A loss is a lesson. Okay, and the lesson out of this was irresponsibleness. Okay, that was the actual lesson. Why? Because like my actual mentor, he always say, plan your trade or plan to fail, and that is exactly how it is. Okay, so I was like, yo, okay, cool, bang, we are rallying towards the downside. And I literally ran to the loo, to the toilet, and I went to go sit to go see, like, what's up, what's happening. And, like, price was like over here at the time. I was like, cool, like, hey, I need to go find out what happened. Like, why did I go wrong? And that was literally it. I did not plan my trades. I did not check if my higher time frame is going hand in hand with my direction. Hey, we human, but at the end of the day, these are things that you need to take into consideration while trading. You always have to be on guard. There's no easy way out. There's no easy way out on trading. Get that in, keep that in mind. There's no easy way out when it comes to trading. Okay, so I was mainly playing on my higher time frame over the course of this week, because I didn't have that much time on my hands, and I basically saw that. Can you see this actual higher lows which the market have created over here? Can you see that? And higher highs which the market have created over there. Can you see that? So with the market giving you actual, higher lows and higher highs, by now you should know that, I'll get out a trend line. So get yourself out a trend line like this, and just place it on the actual lows like that, and copy and clone, and just place it on your highs like that. Boom. Now, can you see that we had a first, second, third touch on our actual highs? We had a first, second, third touch on our actual lows as well. So hey, cool, this is an actual, you know, whether you want to consider it as an actual flag, whether you want to call it as a, you know, a channel, hey, you know, you do you. Well, you know, on my actual higher time frame, on my 1 hourly time frame, what I basically did was, you know, I got myself a trend line. I got myself a trend line like this, boom, and I just extended it like that. I've extended my trend line. You know, so I was like basically saying that, okay, cool, we had a first, second, you know, can we have a third touch to take price back inside this actual region over here? So now me, I had, can you see with the touch, I went short, right? I had two positions running over here. I had two positions running, you know, and I saw that, okay, cool, we are in creation of actual, you know, indecision over here. And basically, you know, we just rally towards the downside. We basically just rally towards the downside. And boom, you know, so I held my one trade. And this was like Tuesday as well. I held the one trade, and the other one I closed like over here when we tapped inside this actual region over here, right? And so I adjusted my trend line like this, boom. Mainly because, you know, with Nasdaq, you know, you can adjust it like on the wicks as well, and you can adjust it like on the actual bodies like that as well. And you know, somehow it still it respects it. It respects it. You know, and on top of that, can you see this? On top of that, can you see this? Move towards the upside. Move towards the downside. Move towards the upside. Move towards the downside. We are creating an actual M formation, you know, so this could be a potential retest to take price towards the downside, right? Keep in mind that on the daily we had that actual range, and don't worry about that. I'll show you the actual range when we're going to do the actual you know, the market breakdown. You know, so cool, you waited. Can you see that with a touch? Short. You short on Nasdaq. You short once again on Nasdaq. We want to take price, you know, we want to take it back inside this actual region over here. Why? Because we are in some sort of an actual range. If I can copy and clone this and just place it on the highs like that, can you see that we have like some sort of a range? In a range, you know that the market always move towards the resistance, we come back at support, we move to resistance, we come back at support, right? So we want to take price back into this actual area of support over there. And then we had another rally towards the upside, and bang, you know, we out of this trade. So boom, that was literally it, you know. And I closed my trade on Friday over here once we actually hit this actual area of support over there. I closed my trade. That was literally it. And now let's get into the actual interesting part of what is happening on Nasdaq currently. So let's do that breakdown. So now we can go to our actual weekly time frame. Boom. As mentioned previously, you know, we have this region which we broke out of. You know, we never came back for the actual retest. So can we see price come back to this region? But you know, we just because we have this actual bear candle over here, you know, it's not saying anything. It's not telling us no story. You know, mainly because can you see even with the weeks, you know, this week is longer than that week. You know, with the bodies, you know, this body is shorter than that body. You know, so you know, it's not telling us that we have an actual, you know, a clean you know, tweezer top, you know, or an actual bearish engulfing, or you know, some sort of candlestick confirmation telling us that we can go towards the downside, you know. But we can see that our bear strongly pushed price towards the downside with a small wick, you know, that was left over there. So if I can scale down to my actual daily time frame, can you see that we broke out of this actual range which we had over here? If I'm gonna box it out like this, can you see that we broke out of this range? Now, as previously mentioned, if we have a range, what tends to happen? If we have a range, what tends to happen? Boom. We're respecting our support and resistance region. But, if we don't have a break, what do we wait for? We wait for the retest to take price where? To the downside. Because can you see that now we are bearish in structure? Can you see? We have an actual high over here. We have a lower high then. We have a low. We have a lower low over there. Clean criteria of a bearish market. Okay, so now we broke out of this actual region. Can you see that this would be our low? We just created an actual lower low over there. So what do we wait for next? Retest to take price where? Potentially back inside this actual region over there. Okay, so let me go on my actual 4 hourly. Is my 4 hourly telling us that, we could potentially see downside movement? Is my actual 4 hourly giving me some sort of confluence? Okay, now can you see with this actual movement which we had over here over the course of Friday? Can you see that we created an actual equal high over there? Boom. Some sort of an actual, double top formation where we pushed price towards the downside. We also had this actual region over here. We also had this actual low of that, the daily range, which we broke out of. And can you see structure in general? We have this actual equal high over there. We have these equal lows over there. But what have we created over here? Boom. An actual lower low. Okay, keep in mind that we are in creation of an actual lower low. What is that telling us? That's telling us that our structure now on NASDAQ, we are bearish. So we can see potential move towards the downside. Okay, even if can you see this? Can you see over there? Even if I'm have an actual trend line drawn out from this regions over here. Boom. Check this out. And just place it like this. Can you see the respects? Once, twice, thrice, for the 4th time. We broke out of an actual trend line. Now, what is giving us extra confluence? We broke out of an actual trend line. So, what do we wait for next? We wait for some sort of an actual retest to take price where? To the downside. We wait for the retest to take price to the downside. And this is a plain and simple breakdown on NASDAQ. So what I'll be waiting out for over the course of this actual week, would basically be my lower time frame, changing its structure. My I can say my 1 hourly changing its structure, from this actual bear market. If I can go on my 1 hourly time frame, can you see that we are still bearish? Can you see that we are still bearish? Can you see that we broke out of this region? We haven't came for the retest just of yet. Can you see that? And that is also serving that, we can see price, going towards the upside for a potential dip towards the downside. So what I'll be waiting for is basically, some sort of a charting pattern, to tell us that we can move towards the upside, or just an actual, a change in structure in general, with the market actually just creating an actual, high low, high, and then I'll take price towards the upside. Okay. And that's basically my outlook. Clean, plain, and simple. That's literally my outlook on NASDAQ over the course of this week. Same thing printed on the actual 2 hour. Can you see that we broke? We can come back for the retest, for potential dip towards the downside. Now, yes, we want price to come back inside this region, but as previously mentioned, we know that price loves to come back to the actual lows of our actual trend line. So, a target which I'll be safe with would actually be this region over here. And if we have that respect, this could be a potential, this is a huge pop move. It's almost like 300 pops. This is like a 300 pop move towards the downside. So, most definitely, if you're gonna have that, I'm a tap inside the actual intraday, the swing territory, and just take price towards the downside if the necessary is printed. Boom. So I hope that you have a clean understanding of what I just said, of my actual breakdown. If not, you can drop your actual comment inside the comment section. Hey, you most probably noticed that I don't say the actual rhythm, hey, press the like button, press the subscribe, and whoop whoop. No, I actually forgot. I keep on forgetting to say that, but it will be appreciated if you can drop the actual like, drop the actual subscribe, and, if I'm gonna drop an actual video, you'll know what is coming up. Okay. And, like I said, for this actual lesson, which I've learned over the week, always plan your trade. Once you're going to take it, always make sure that your higher time frame is going hand in hand with your direction. Okay. And hey, listen, as a trader, this week, like I said, this week has been a roller coaster of a week, and when it comes to your trading, make sure that you have a clean mindset, and with me saying that, basically I'm saying that, make sure that you remove like all negative energy. Hey, just in life in general, as an actual trader, you need to make sure that you surround yourself with people that will grow you, not people that will, no, you only surround yourself with people who will make you grow. Even if you have an idol, or someone you look up to whatsoever, learn from that person. If that person is not teaching you anything whatsoever, then no, go on your own. Figure out your actual, figure out yourself first. Find out what type of person you are. Find out like what type of things triggers you. Find out what is your weakness. Find out what is your strength. And just move with the positive energy. Because this markets don't give a damn about you. Okay, and I think that most people fall out is mainly the reasoning to why most people fall out of the sexual market, would basically be because of, a picture that is painted. You have to make this much money as a trader. You have to make, you have to have this, you need to have that. No. Don't follow others. This is your journey. This is your journey. It's not my journey. It's not someone else's journey. It's your journey. And this, what I'm doing now, this is my journey. Okay. So, what I want to say is, appreciate your journey. That's basically it, what I want to say. Appreciate your journey. Stop being, how can I say, unsatisfied with your actual profits that you are making. Don't look at your profit as money that you are making. Look at it as, a percentage that you are making. Okay, some might have like $100 in their account, and then you in a trade, and then you make like $2 maybe. Do you know that that's 2%? That's a 2% growth. That's a 2% growth on your account. A 2%. Will a bank give you 2% in a day's time? In a few hours time? In a few minutes time? No, they won't. So why are you ungrateful for your actual profits? This is a journey. This is not a get rich quick scheme. You need to get that in your mind. This is not a get rich quick scheme. You need to trust the journey, move with it. Build your money slowly but surely. Eventually your breakthrough will come. Your breakthrough will come. Hey, for those who are struggling, for those who want to give up, hey, just keep on pushing. Keep on going. Because inside this market, if you're going to pitch up each and every day, I promise you, if you're going to pitch up each and every day, there's going to be something that you will be learning each and every day. And one thing I can leave you guys with is money management. Please, please make sure that you are using money management. Protect your actual capital. You don't have to go with the mindset of what majority of traders have. Hey, it's grow or blow. No, you don't follow that. You don't do that. Use money management. Okay? Trade responsibly. Hey, like my actual mentor. My mentor always say, hey, and shout out Michael Dean Schmidt for this. He always says this. If you have $100, and this many people present it like this over social media, I don't blame you for this. But many people will be like, hey, I have $100 and I turn the actual $100 now into $10, whatsoever, of $10,000 whatsoever, and he says, as quick, if you're gonna go to an actual, a big bank, and you show them, hey, I have an actual $100 and I've just flipped this $100 to $10,000 over a course of a day whatsoever, do you think they're gonna applaud you and say, well done on that, oh, you cool, come work with us? No, they're not gonna do that. Why? Because they will look at you as a gambler. Okay, they will look at you as a gambler. Why? Because as quick as you have made that money, you could have lost that money. You could have lose like everything. You could have blown your account. So guys, please, money management, keep that in place. And if you want to be a gambler, hey, he always says that, we can go to Ground West and, do it responsibly. So please, guys, money management, if that moves presents over the course of this week, hey, let's get some pups running. Okay, keep safe. I wish you a profitable week. I'm out.